Oh, oh, I messed up.
I'm gonna make some gunpowder tea because I got that today.
I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I am the biggest softie when it comes to spicy stuff in the world.
I return.
Hi.
I'm alone. Oh,
No,
okay.
but I'm eating foods, so I'm gonna be muted. Got some veggie sushi.
Ew, sushi.
I mean, it doesn't have the gross part. It's just the seaweed part. That's the good part.
So you're eating seaweed is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I mean, like, also rice and vegetables.
Wait, it doesn't have fish on it?
No, it's
Does it still count as sushi if it doesn't have
I
fish?
mean, well, because the important part of sushi is the
sushi
rice and seaweed, because, like, technically, like, seaweed salad will sometimes be referred to as, like, a form of sushi.
I don't believe that personally, but okay. That being said, I don't know anything about sushi because I don't eat seafood.
I mean, neither do I.
Yeah, but okay, look, my original definition of sushi was seafood.
No, I'm just giving you a hard time.
Shadowmere has arrived. Alright, you ready to die?
You ready to die, nerd?
I will say it is smart of you guys to have taken a rest and not have just jumped through the portal. I'm not saying anything's gonna happen, but just the logic of it is good.
We're not always morons that jump a fence into the noble district.
Well, Never say never.
I mean, we are still
But
near,
yeah, smart thinking and knowing your limits is something I do want to encourage. So, yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm out of coffee, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna go drink.
I should get like a coffee brewer in my room. I don't want to go out there and make coffee, but I do kind of want coffee.
Get it cured.
I mean, I think I had one because my parents bought me one when I went to college, and I needed it. But like, I don't know what happened to it, honestly. It was probably a bad thing because that thing was like $100-something bucks. Still got the mini fridge though.
The what?
Mini fridge.
Oh, got ya.
I mean, honestly, I'd be impressed if I didn't still have that somehow. Just like, yeah, I don't know what happened. It's just not there.
Things happen. It is college.
Hello.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag. Wie geht es Ihnen?
I hate microwaves. I feel like I'm eating lava.
That is not good, is it?
No. It is unhealthy to eat lava. You will die.
I return.
Die.
Really unhealthy diet right now. Because I am
Not
so...
you.
Sorry?
Oh no, I was just saying you'll definitely die from lava drinking.
Yeah, probably. But also, I'm so poor, I'm living literally off of, like, chips in the morning, and then whatever I eat in the evening. And today my friend from D&D brought over a cake, and so that was my dinner today, chips and cake. It's so horrible. I want a vegetable, but vegetables cost so much. Oh, that's the worst. Oh well.
Are you living the ramen diet?
Alright,
I'm living the ramen diet. Literally, it's like 29 cents a ramen package. Why wouldn't I live off of ramen?
Hi, Fred.
because you'll starve to death.
No.
Yeah,
surprising.
but
I lived 4 years
I will
on ramen. I'm fine.
because I ain't got no money.
Did you eat other things than ramen?
No,
I occasionally had soda,
I have like chips and
and somehow I.
but they're
lost
like,
weight.
listen, chips is basically a salad. Okay, it's like potato. It's got oils in it and seasoning.
Just like how cake is breakfast, it has eggs, it has milk, it has all the other
Milk?
stuff that goes in a cake.
Yeah, it's like
Just a
so.
advanced pancake.
Like,
Is that what your special gunpowder?
Click, click.
All right. Good to know. You're ready to make a bomb. Gotcha.
It's green tea.
Please kill me
What
with it.
sort of green tea is named special gunpowder?
The manly kind.
You hear that?
It's
Steven?
not even a black tea either, which is what makes even less sense.
The reason why is because they roll the leaves up so they look like tiny balls of ammunition.
Joints?
Yeah, joints. Yep. Uh-huh. Good to see our California mindset is in sync here. We're all back, yes?
Yeah.
Believe so.
Maybe not Taryn. She's still muted.
Taryn's here.
Okay.
She's eating sushi, not sushi.
Gross.
By the way, I
Like-
heard that conversation. I would say it's sushi. If it has rice.
I don't. Regardless, I'm still not eating it because it's only rice
Listen.
and vegetables.
That's where I'm kind of confused because I thought if it had sushi and seaweed, it was a maki and not a sushi.
I don't know. I don't know Japanese culture enough to differentiate. I'm sure there's actually
I don't
like a
know.
formal
I just bought this shit from a dining hall on my campus in Indiana. So, like, even
Good
the stuff
enough.
that did have fish on it wouldn't be sushi.
I love how
Truly.
you come back just to the discourse still going.
No, I've been here. I'm just on mute so that you won't hear me eating.
Eating the sushi, not sushi. Actually, sushi. Who knows?
I'm gonna be real. Anything that was cooked without a dude that has like Japanese symbols on his shirt, that's sushi, I'm probably not eating.
Fair.
I wouldn't eat any of this stuff anyways because I don't like it. Anyways, we're all back. So let's just start off. I told you guys that we come back into the night watches. So who's on first watch?
Sure.
Well, I'll just ask in general. What's the order of watch?
I'm second.
Okay.
The Pico.
I'll
will
go third.
also be second.
What?
So two people
Yeah.
on second.
Chenamere, Marshall and Pico. Unless you don't.
I guess I'll go third.
Seema. Oh. Well, now this is.
You guys can only have 3 watches. You don't need a 4th one.
Oh.
It's
Okay.
just that makes all the other watches longer.
Sure.
You dig?
Can you?
I got-
do.
Some good perception skills, so. Or at least I have advantage on perception,
Yeah.
so.
Which in technicality makes it good. So,
I see real good because of my shield, you see?
all right.
Which
So you
makes
5.
no sense the more you talk
Chetterman
about
on first, Marshall and Pico on second, and then Seema and Aldrich on third. Yes, yes.
I'm sorry, but
Suddenly, Recris.
just 1 second. I'm very sorry, but I found this picture again about the bronze dragon that was lied to about throwing a party for the party that would never return.
Oh
And I'm
man, that was so
mad
sad.
Yeah, it was so sad. Like, how can you do this? Okay, sorry. Yeah, watch order. Let's go.
Does Anella want to hang out? That'd be probably a massive distraction.
Chettermere. A lady never asks for a pleasant distraction, but she's kind enough to merely accept one that is offered.
So is that a yes or?
Yes, Chettermere. Yes. God's above.
Chettermere's-
I could be naked on a bed and you'd still be hesitant.
Probably. Honestly. Anyways.
Danaway will stick on watch with Aldrich. Tara will take watch, but if no one says anything, she's content to just sleep.
Well, we know Marshall.
Yeah,
says
no.
it.
Oh, Mark. That's up to Marshall.
Oh no, she's gonna be.
She's on watch with you, gotcha. Alright, well, everyone's on watch. Which is, different than how you guys were before Tiermer. Usually there's at least someone off watch, Connor was off watch, stuff like that. But, character development. So, first watch. Shadowmere, Eurofanoa. NPCs aren't gonna help. They're independent.
I still gotta.
You have advantage anyways, don't bitch and whine. Roll perception.
I almost want to impose disadvantage as well, just because she's probably just.
If you want.
No,
If
she's
you
responsible. She likes hanging out with Nelda.
It's not like Anella's whispering sweet nothings into your. Oh well, it doesn't fucking. I guess she
Oh,
was
oh.
whispering sweet nothings into your ear.
To be fair,
She
Chetmere's
said that
writing
thing about being naked on a bed, and Jedemir is just dead. Like,
it. Yeah.
she's gone.
Chetmere, I haven't encountered. Chetmere's probably writing questions for Anella in her book because it's just like.
And I was just sitting next to you, pointedly looking away. It's polite.
Yeah.
If you have any questions you want to ask her another time. This is Crash putting Garth on the spot.
Oh no! Why you do this?
Because it's funny.
Yeah, it is hilarious. Hold on.
This is how Owen feels, except this is a lesser degree, because you still have your pride and dignity.
Do I?
Yeah, he didn't have that. Mm-mm.
I'm sorry, who was it? It's like, Owen, why don't you, leave the spa? Why won't you leave the spa, Owen? It's as if standing up might reveal something.
Poor Owen, man. I remember that thing.
Okay,
Torture the
I-
poor boy.
We need to buy
It's
him
his-
flowers or something and just be like, we're so sorry.
He doesn't need your guys' fucking help. He just needs a fairy godmother to help him out.
He does, though.
He needs a fairy godmother to help him out, apparently.
I mean, well,
That's true.
yeah.
He needs the gods above to help him out.
A conspiring maestro, a fairy godmother, and potentially later some rogues.
Who knows? Maybe he channels the spirit of Don Giovanni when we're not around.
Maybe he's just a smooth motherfucker.
I mean, that's how it started. We weren't even there.
I feel like he probably channels the spirit of Don Quixote instead.
Anyways, so Chenemir, 10 perception upon this night.
Like, we're fine.
Always calm upon this night.
Yeah. 100. Yeah.
Shins, then we'll just say that you spent the night writing questions,
Pretty much.
which is weird because it's 4 hours, but
Yeah. Well, she probably just makes small talk with Anella.
no.
No.
I thought that he was saying no about the
No,
idea of having
yes.
small talk with Anella.
You don't. Sit there quietly and awkwardly.
No, I imagine she's writing questions and stuff, but also like just chatting with Anella about just miscellaneous bullshit.
Sure, let's go with that.
Let's go with small talk.
So pigeon heads attached to horses, right?
How about that sky?
It's black. Because they're.
How about that sky?
I did have like maybe a couple things, unless you have something happen.
What makes you think I have something happen?
10 in perception. I'm terrified. Hold on, I want to point
Hey,
out.
I've never done that to you guys before, where I fucked with you on low perceptions.
I know. But
Except this time.
I want to point out the second roll was a natural one.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Well, you did say
Ooh.
disadvantage.
I'm glad I didn't go with that one. So, how long did that deal of helping us last? Is it just like assumed for like this little span of time?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like that's being fair.
I'd say it's being generous.
Yeah, that too.
I could have just done it once and then my deal was done.
Yeah, we really need to work on like wording better.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
And it's a full out. Ah.
You feel the cold, but it doesn't hurt you. Look, go you. The cold upon your neck. And you also hear a voice. It is sexless. It is unisex. It is very, very. It's like you know how like robots talk in like sci-fi movies, where it's just this weird amalgamation of stuff. It's similar to that, although much more
They're
organic.
just falling off.
Moving on past that. Courtsworn. Courtsworn, we call to you.
I feel like that's directed at me.
Anora raises an eyebrow.
Yeah, I'm hearing voices in my head.
She grabs you suddenly, like by like the back of your head, and forces you to lean forward.
Ow!
And she sees like the visible glowing mark of winter. What are they saying? Thrice we call to you, Courtsworn. Answer.
They're asking me essentially to answer. Hi. I guess hello. I'm very confused.
We're sent as agents of winter. Answer the question, truthfully or face its consequences, promptly. The two in your party, the one that swore oaths, what is your account of them?
One is exceptionally trustworthy, and one is honorable.
That's a nice way to put it.
Elaborate.
The one that wants to... She's saying this out loud, by the way.
Yeah, Noah is just like looking around now, her eyes squinting.
Mm-hmm. It's like...
But she doesn't move, she doesn't get up or anything.
The one that wants... That made the deal because she wants to kill him. She will do it. And the one that did it for his purposes That is a question. He'll follow through. As much as he is a shady individual at times, he is of his word. Need more elaboration?
Have you ever seen them break their word? Have you ever seen them give it wrongfully?
I'm genuinely thinking.
Boy.
More.
Kratos comes in. Boy,
Not
bring the raft. Oh god, what's the guy's name? The guy whose head he chops off and he just talks with you?
Yeah,
Mimir.
that guy with the super Irish Scottish accent.
What would you say?
Mimir.
Say that slowly.
Mimir.
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 That's right. I'm Mimir. I know everyone in these lands. Every rock, tree, breath. What is the son of Odin want of us? There might be some gaps in my knowledge.
I love Mimir. Anyways, Mimir, thank you. Not to my knowledge.
Very well.
Anything else?
He's gone. Okay. Fuck. Damn it, Discord. They said okay.
Anything else?
Would you swear upon it?
Yes.
Hesitance.
I know one of them will follow through, and the other one I know is honorable when he wants to be, but he seems like he wants to be, I think. I trust him.
Thank you, Kortorin. That'll be all for now. And the cold on the back of your neck fades. You okay?
I've been worse and better, so yeah, okay sounds applicable.
And I was like looking off into the darkness, trying to see something, find something, being watchful.
I really hope that doesn't happen, but it probably will.
How many did you hear?
That's hard. I couldn't really discern a number, could I?
It's
It's
not like when the Myriad talked, where it's a cacophony of voices speaking at once. This is, in technicality, a single voice.
But it's just
It's just very, strange.
One. Jeremy's just rubbing the back of the neck at this point. It's like,
Only one. Okay.
is this something you were expecting?
I wasn't expecting anything. But I was fearful that there'd be more than one. But just one seems just fine.
What if more show up?
Then it will not be fine. I will tell you this matter in the morning.
Okay.
To Aldrich and Seema as well.
Mhm.
Since they are no doubt the ones that are being pursued.
I was just hoping to have a conversation about random stupid questions, but no, half the court went to show up and stab me in the back of the neck.
I assure you, Chetamir, that if the being that spoke to you wanted to stab you in the back of the neck, there will be very little I could do to stop them.
That's reassuring. She just lays her head like on Anella's shoulder.
She lays her head on top of yours. But you're still here, so it's fine. For now.
Life escalated very quickly.
Indeed, such is the case of life. The only thing predictable about it is its unpredictability. I believe our watch is up. Go to your tent. I'll wake the others.
Alright then. And she'll just go and sleep.
I mean, I know I was in the same tent with you. I don't know if you sleep through that.
No, I didn't mean sleep like that. I mean like sleep like that. Look,
that's up to you.
my headcanon is that Taylor has a very rough time sleeping most of the time, so that definitely doesn't help.
Shame. So, second watch. You're awoken by Noah.
So, how many people are awake?
In technicality, just you two.
Just us two. Okay.
As it appears, unless someone tries to appear to be asleep deceitfully. I don't know. But no one's announced that intent yet, so therefore, just you two.
Passive perception of 20, so you just like wake up if
You
anybody's
can't have a sleep perception. Aye, Discord.
No.
The two of you on watch. Roll perception.
Yeah, also Tal will be up.
Yeah, Tala's up too, that's right.
Is she up with us?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Can I guidance myself?
If you wish. $17. Marshall?
I'm gonna be real. When I wanted to be on watch, it was more so to watch Pico.
Okay. In what sense?
Want to like disadvantage?
If you wish. Well, what are you exactly trying to do? Like discern, is the question.
Oh, not like anything around us. Just last time we didn't know where Pico was, and she was alone. She threw a rock and knocked her.
This is true. This is true.
Which is the same day as now.
Yes.
Not even like 24, like 12 or 14.
Like 12 hours ago, yeah, something like that. Your guys' watches pass uneventfully, quietly.
Yeah. Look, Pico doesn't do much. Is there animals around?
Let's find out. Animals seldom go up to bonfires, is the thing. Yeah, there ain't no animals around.
Yeah.
What are animals?
And also, we're not that far away from like the
outpost. Yeah.
the outpost.
Like I
That's,
figured actually, it's like you guys took like an hour to clean everything, bury and everything. So yeah, you guys aren't that far out
I
from
mean,
it.
I guess we'd be with our horses and my Aura.
You would, yeah. You'd have those. 99 problems, animal ain't one.
But yeah, no, she's just like, chilling, playing with her bamboo stick, training calligraphy.
Are you really?
Well, here's the thing. She draws by taking her bamboo stick and taking a lock of her hair, pulling it into the bamboo stick and then using it as a brush to do calligraphy.
Calligraphy.
So,
Calligraphy.
Oh, thank you.
Look, English
Yeah.
hard.
now Marshall does a training.
Yeah.
Either starts with painting or calligraphy, and then moves into the physical portion. So that would have definitely been one of the first things Tall and him would have done.
This is
What?
true.
What do you mean?
He's saying
What is
that
true?
he's saying that he would have taught Tala.
Not very
Oh
well.
my god!
Not very well though.
Yeah.
More or less trying to do
Tala
it while
took to
looking at you
calligraphy
though.
like a lot faster than you anticipated. We'll say that. She may or may not be better than you at it, apparently. But that's, makes sense considering she uses it a lot more than you.
Oh yeah, let's see how good I am at calligraphy tools. Can I guidance myself on calligraphy tools?
You may.
I do kind of know how you say calligrapher.
Yeah, I think it's something like you looking at
So,
the
yeah.
ground, me looking at you, and then mine looking like just a big pile of mush.
Yeah,
There's,
and
like,
mine is
impact.
fucking
It's a lot of gibberish. It's some sweet ass cursive. We'll put it like that.
But you can't read anything she's putting on there. You don't know the language she's writing in.
Debatable. What language is it?
Well, the one where I come from that we never specified because you said you didn't want to specify it.
If it's not a human language, I don't know.
What languages does Marshall know?
Human language.
Common?
Common, Nevros, Virgin.
Yeah, you probably can't read it.
Then no.
Whatever the fuck it is.
I like how you say human languages. I like that.
I mean, it's apt.
They're all human.
It is human.
Nevros are human. Virgins are human. They're just not provincial human, which is obviously the best sort. Considering how we're exterminating one and encroaching on another.
Humans are terrible.
Not wrong.
And also half-orcs and shit in this world. Who cares?
Yeah, it just depends on how long it would be. I would just have Tala do some training as well.
She resigns to her fate. She's lazy, but again, she's not weak when she does set about to the task. Regardless, the night passes. Your shift uneventfully.
Ooh, could I teach Tala some calligraphy?
I mean, she knows calligraphy. Is the thing.
She knows it.
It's more or less timing yourself for exercise.
I could teach you.
Loud noises.
Oh, is that me?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
I literally was probably just that I moved my head and like knocked the mic on my headphones against my arm,
Okay.
so I didn't hear anything.
Fair enough.
But yeah, Marshall, I can teach you calligraphy if you want.
Who are you saying that to Marshall?
Yeah, I'm saying that to you.
What do you mean? I know if it. And just look down at the mess I made.
Oh, just shakes her head while she's doing push-ups.
I wouldn't be opposed to more instruction.
All right.
Up and throw it over to the fire.
All right. She just like shows you how to draw with hair.
Spend the watch doing that.
Yeah.
Last up.
No,
Oh, sorry. Continue.
before we just go back to that, for someone who hides in the woods and throws rocks at people, you're not so bad.
Debatable.
Yeah.
You should have blocked yourself and defended yourself. It is not her fault she hit you. It is your fault.
With
you
a
allowed
sneak
yourself to be
attack,
hit.
that's dirty. You didn't train me in dirty fighting.
No, yeah, I'm sorry. I just wanted to, pull a prank and like throw a little stone. I didn't
Haha,
know.
fucking hilarious. Doing push-ups.
I didn't think a pebble would hurt you. I will be more careful in the future.
Thank God, animals don't know about slings.
A what?
Never mind.
Sometimes she says stuff. I don't really know what it means.
How am I here? Keeps going.
Fair.
Anything else?
That's it.
Last up. Third watch.
A-team.
Aldrich, Seema, Danaway. Roll perception.
Perception. Oh, that's the wrong tab.
Not bad, not bad.
Hehehe.
Very good. You guys watch on into the night. You guys do anything upon your shift?
I'd have a little chat with Danny.
She's professional to keep her watch up and her guard up. But you're you, and she appreciates a pleasant distraction, in the words of Anilla.
I've been thinking. Do you remember? Of course you do. But the first time we met.
What about it?
I've been wrapping my head around it, and I just can't figure out why a street urchin would run into the part of the bathhouse that you'd privately rented.
He was desperate. Surely you know desperate people.
I mean, yeah.
And?
Yeah, but it seems like I don't know.
It was what? Fate or something? Just a wide smile.
Perhaps, yeah. Though I tend to prefer meeting people for the first time when I have my clothes on.
I definitely didn't mind. And I should remark, you didn't mind either.
It was a nice bath, put it that way.
The urchin had your sword, but you still had a better one.
This is true.
See, you're just right
I was
there.
about to say, I was like, with this perception, I'm sure I'm hearing it and kind of aggressively blushing.
You're just like,
like, I'm just really focusing on petting coin and just being like, oh wow, you got some burrs in your fur here. Let me really focus on getting those out.
Coin has no care for the human conversation of lewdness and appreciates the extra attention.
Aww. Good coin.
If we should repeat that if we get the chance in the future. The bathhouse.
What? Hire a street urchin to steal your sword?
It was you.
She smiles. Maybe. I have to admit, though, I didn't think he'd do it so quickly.
You are getting more and more attractive.
She gives her a wink.
Next time we can skip the hiring of amateur thief and jump straight into the pool.
Let me get back to Tyrmer. Coin licks your hand, Seema.
You guys just not care that you definitely...
No, apparently not.
No
so.
shame.
No shit's given.
Well, the thing is you know that Seema won't gossip about it. That's
the fact that Seema is there is half the fun. Yeah, that's about the extent though.
Just teasing Seema. That's fucked up. Now
Also
you know how
invited.
it feels. So, anything else? Silence. Okay, I'll take that as a no.
no.
Dawn
No,
comes.
indeed.
If it's rosy tipped fingers, blah 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 blah. Everyone uses that line. But yeah, Dawn does arrive.
Hi, Dawn. Nice to meet you.
I was wondering
No, don't you dare resort to dad jokes now.
My sister...
Puns are like the bare limit. There are no dad jokes. Not even O does dad jokes.
He's a
So
father.
bad.
Da-da-do.
Alright, you too. The same lesson goes to you too, Carp. Don't do those level of jokes.
Look, he said
You're not even grabbing low-hanging fruit at this point. You're just picking up the rotten ones off the root.
Yeah, off the ground, yeah.
it makes good mulch.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you're force feeding us mulch. That's fucked up.
So what you're saying is your sense of humor is decomposing.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, he got you guys there. Anyways. You guys don't know the exact location of the Southern Outpost. You obviously, travel down the Southern Road, and it should be around in this general location, but you don't have its exact coordinates. We'll skip past breakfast and things like that. I think it's relatively quick and simple. And
I find some blueberries.
find more sudden blueberries. I don't recall the number I told you for the summer one. I believe I said 2 days, or is that the Norv one? I believe it was 1.5 or 2 days for the summer one. So people with notes, check your notes.
Actually, write that down.
I believe I said 1.5.
I think you did.
It's like 1.5 down, and then make 3 coming back up, and then find the northwestern, and then the northern one.
Yeah. Let's just go with 1.5, because it sounds accurate. And also it's shorter.
I have nothing in my notes
Same.
about
Okay.
distance.
Well, then we're all of equal status, so we'll just say I said 1.5. No, what? Fuck it. Let's expedite this session. We'll just say 1 if we're gonna change the past.
Yeah, boy.
Retcon powers. So, 1 day travel south. Do you guys do anything on the trip, or shall I skip to your guys's? Okay, we're in the general location. Let's look for it.
If there's any animals, I'd like to talk to them.
Roll me a luck.
Besides, early morning workouts and
Tyler
resting.
barely keeping up.
Nope.
Nope.
Didn't think so. Do 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 do.
There's a
Alright.
wolf. There's a bull. There's some horses.
Doesn't count. I'm looking for a rabbit.
Are you gonna eat it?
Aren't you all?
What?
Nikolai Jean. I found the rabbit. Rabbit.
I feel happy.
So, if nothing else, then we'll just again jump forward.
Yeah.
Who is looking for the outpost?
Me.
Is anyone
I'm
assisting?
I'm
Yeah,
guiding.
I will assist.
I'm looking and guiding myself.
Okay.
Walk you all.
You both know I'm not.
Okay.
People that are people. Yeah. So people that are rolling, guidance included. Roll it.
Survival or
It would be survival.
I'll help you, Garth.
okay. So I'll roll advantage. I'll throw a D4 on there because guidance is there. 24.
Hey, 24 buddies! Wait, no, I have 24.
Survival, not perception.
I'm looking for, I'm seeing.
You're in the middle of the road, looking at trees around you. As I
Alright,
said in the
then.
past, a perception is like a flash image of what your current surroundings.
Well, with the same roll, but at +4 instead, I would have a 21. And a 2, so 23.
So, the same. Okay, in relative quick time, you guys managed to find the tracks, horse tracks that Wayward Guardsmen have leading to their outpost. This is a hell of a trick, considering how this southern road is one of the most traveled road in the Twins. Considering how it leads to Tyrmer and to the Hilllands. Travel, warfare, noble affairs. This is a very well-traveled road. So it's impressive, despite the quietness of the roads these days, that you guys find these tracks.
We high five. Hell yeah.
The tracks lead deeper to the east. Deeper into the forest around you. And, unfortunately so, downhill.
Oh, horses and wagons.
It's not a steep downhill trek. It's a slow, gradual thing.
Why is that bad?
It's not like you're dropping thousands of feet in elevation or anything.
Alright. Can we...
Why
You
is it
notice
bad?
as you guys are going down, you guys come across a number of streams. Small streams, large streams, small rivers. You guys keep going.
Soaked in blood? Or filled blood.
No, they're not soaked in blood, although that would be amusing on my end.
We may want to consider
Everything
leaving
looks
the cart
fine.
behind.
Just rivers filled with blood, the usual.
If you have any remarks or questions, do so now before I continue.
We may want to leave the cart behind.
No, yeah, there will come a point where you could unhitch your horses, but you'll have to leave the cart. The trail is either too thin, mucky, or to the point where it's just ineffective. You can still do it, or just slow you down and muck up the wagon. It's your choice as a party.
Unhitch it, hide it.
Yeah.
Dig it.
Someone roll survival for the camouflage of that wagon.
Oh gosh, throwback.
Yeah, Pierce is proficient in hiding cards as bushes. I forgot about that
Like a
one.
natural 20 then. But yeah.
Yeah, I got a
22.
natural 20, so like I'm very good at it.
For that moment, yes. Keep in mind, you're in a different environment now.
Well, also
No,
Kirst isn't
definitely,
here.
but I'm very good at making a bush out of a lot of greens. So, theater.
Not a lot of green around here in the twin, unfortunately. So, unless you got the green in the water, which is its own disgustingness. Anyways, so you unhitch your horses and take them, your special watch horses and your trained Arnuk. You duck the wagon behind a cluster of near towards the swampy area trees. Camouflage with the, I believe it's called Dead Man's Moss. Prevalent moss in the southern region.
And we continue. Nope, he's dead. He's back. And we continue.
So, Discord crashed so hard I actually turned the sound off on my roll 20.
That's impressive.
I can tell it's still playing. I see the thing, it's still playing. It just the sound isn't working. So let me restart that. But yeah, so you guys camouflage the wagon and things like that. Actually, speaking of music, I might as well just change the music. It's quiet.
Why would you want to skip the extra thick dungeons? Same.
All right, so let's change the music up. Let's see, tavern music, no. Travel music, there you
World-ending music from earlier.
go.
Don't worry about it. Which one has straps? I guess this one.
You know what? This was used in a roughly swampish region of Witcher 3, so let's just use it here. But not want to live in the Witcher 3 universe, because it sucks dick.
I mean, it's exceptional.
Unless I was one of the cool fucking elves that lived in their own little isolated pocket world. Then I'd be like, yeah.
Well, that's not the world of Witcher 3 now, is it, though?
It is in the world of Witcher 3.
It's literally
You visit
in
it.
the world.
It's in the universe, shut up.
Demiplane.
Demiplane.
Anyways.
And then and then whenever I want, I could just join the hunt and go kill some fucking mortals and then come back and be like, yeah, that was a good fun time, yeah. And I just go back to being a normal dude with some blood on my hands. Easy. Anyways, so you guys continue going down this gradual slope. Eventually it does plateau and even out so that you're not dropping massive amounts here. Ducking through the trees, ducking back into the swamps, which you had so fortunately rid yourselves of earlier, but, you know, welcome back. There is still a trail, though, roughly, that you guys are following.
Roughly is acceptable.
And eventually you come across a lake of sorts, or a large pond. You don't know how deep it goes, because it's just so murky, obviously. But it's a peculiar sight. It is a peculiar sight because you see in it wooden structures. When I say in it, I don't mean wooden structures standed and constructed upon this water surface. I mean, some of them are peeking up out of the water surface, but you can tell underneath in its murky depths, there are more buildings sunken in it. And the tallest of those buildings still have usable rooms above the pond's surface. There's a series of wooden bridges that lead to the center cluster of buildings at the heart of this pond. To give you a visual idea, if you've ever seen The Hobbit, which I imagine many of us have because we're fucking D&D nerds, the water town in the second movie.
Oh, okay.
It's similar to that, except again, it's a much more sunken. There are very few buildings actually intact and not totally water destroyed, and above water with appearingly like able to have rooms. Outposts in the water. Yes. The trail on the ground ends, and at the beginning of these wooden walkways that lead to the center, to the quote-unquote outpost. And thinking back, this follows along in lines with what High Captain Arnold told you about these outposts. They all have some clearance space, some defensive capability built into them. And you see, he also said that there would be some place that they could sort of see the roads. And you don't really notice it at first for this one, but you do realize that if you were to place yourself in the center of the town, looking slightly up, if there are any lights upon the road, they'd be quite visible. While you're down in the shadows of the swamp. This is a bit of an anomaly amongst the Wayward Guard outposts that you've encountered so far, but the Wayward Guard take what they can get. Especially here in the Twins.
It's operable, not optimal.
Exactly.
Ooh, I like that one.
From where you guys are at the pond's edge, about to step onto the wooden walkways, there are 5 buildings. 5-room buildings. Their lower floors are obviously sunken into the water itself. But you can tell that there's at least one floor for these buildings that is above the water and therefore usable. 5 buildings. One does stand taller than the others. It seems to... let's see. For SEMA, this is free. So I'll just give it to all of you. It is a temple of sorts, constructed to Margin United. The twin gods by which the Twins gets its name. It stands far taller than the rest of them, but is still also sunken. So, my dear adventuring party, do you step forth towards the outpost?
I'll go stone form real quick, sword in hand, and I'll look to Marshall, and I'll say, let's be sneaky about this, yeah?
I mean, if y'all have 10 minutes, I could cast some detect magic ritually.
Probably be the smart option.
I should say that the walkway to this place has no cover, and it is hundreds of feet to the post.
Okay.
It's a large lake pond that originally held a town.
Oh.
And you're going to the heart of the town, the place where any of its structures dare still stand above the water.
Was it like a lake and they built a town on top and it just collapsed? Or it was a town and then like a sinkhole happened or something?
It looks like, from the construction of the buildings, there was a lake here originally, by which they built a town upon.
And then shit went wrong.
Well, that's a matter of historians and local myth and rumor.
So
I
can
have
any
no
of you-
objection against that, Seema, if you want to take the time.
Keep in mind,
Well-
detect magic does have a range.
I was about to say, I think we're too far away to detect magic, so Seema takes out her long sword and holds out her shield decisively.
I'll make a first level.
Aye.
I'll make a first level spell slot with 2 sorcery points.
Oh right, you can do that now.
Very well.
Aldrich, now putting this stone face on. Okay, how many of you can change form?
I can change into a panda.
No shit. That's all the remarks.
You can?
Oh my.
Yeah.
Tala comes both her hands together. Gods above, please grant me strength.
Did I miss something? I mean, I had that as a crazy idea that seemed exceptionally stupid.
Well, I'm a
Gods
rat.
above, provide me double the strength you would originally.
Look, I wasn't there for whatever went down.
Shouldn't strength come from
pray
hard
with you,
training?
Tala?
I'll take it wherever I can get it.
Jeremy just looks over to Anella to see what her reaction.
A knowing smile.
Fucking damn it, I knew it.
1, 2, 3.
There, dear. You know now.
To be fair, I figured it out. I just. Anyways.
I wouldn't say you figured it out. It's more like it got revealed to you.
I thought of it yesterday and dismissed it because it sounded really ridiculous.
We have gotten.
That you have.
How? So, just to be clear, we have our animals with us at this point, correct?
Yeah, you have your horses in Aranak. The bridge is wide enough. It's wide enough for 2 large creatures. And I was to give you a freebie. If the Wayward Guard have to walk their horses upon this, it's sturdy enough to hold the horses.
I think Marshall was going more like, are the other animals also people?
I went right over my head.
Why are you so surprised, Marshall? I thought you were a tiger.
Huh.
It's a title because I killed some tigers with my bare hands.
Triple the strength.
Oh, you animal.
Oh, he's gonna compliment.
I don't.
All the strength in the world, please, please, please give me the strength.
I don't think there's enough.
I cast guidance on Tala.
She doesn't notice it. Because you have to actually roll for it to do anything.
Okay.
I know.
We can have these revelations later. We should probably go do our job.
Indeed.
Well, it doesn't look like we.
I'll be right behind you. And she goes invisible.
It doesn't look like we'll all be able to sneak up on that structure. You want to just charge?
I don't think Shaxir is very stealthy. Also, that's the orc.
Well, if you want, I can go up ahead first and see if I die.
How about no? Look, I'll just be in
You
the front
were-
with the sword and shield out.
We could
You
swing.
were okay with it yesterday.
Who's heavier, Marshall or me in stone form?
That's a hard Does it just take
See, here's the thing. Marshall has a shit ton of weapons upon him. But
Yeah,
at the same time,
that's
he does in technicality doesn't have a considerable amount of armor. So,
Is the stone form just visual, or does it actually add weight?
it technically does add weight. It doesn't make him entirely made of stone. It does an external layer. But that being said,
Yeah,
Well, that depends on how you want to interpret stony appearance.
340 pounds.
Probably Marshall.
I would say Marshall. Because to me, it actually does make you stony to some degree, like
Yeah.
physically.
That's nice. So I'm
We'll
thinking
say
Marshall.
Marshall for the time being.
So I'm thinking Marshall and I should probably be at different ends of whatever train we're forming here on this little bridge. If it's made out of the wood, I mean.
I will say that multiple segments of the wooden walkway leading to the heart of this pond look like they've been reconstructed, patched up, renovated, stuff like that. Literal patchwork repairs. And again, if they could fit like the weight of horses upon it, you guys as people should be fine. If you want to charge with your horses, then I'm not promising anything.
We don't really need horses.
It's up to you guys.
Had my rock on his forehead, but you got the shaft.
He like rubs into your hand, petting hand. I don't get why he does that with you, but he doesn't do that with me. I take care of him more.
Yes. He respects me. He still has to.
Shut up.
What are we talking about now? I'm lost.
He's talking to the
Oh,
Aronok.
yak.
A yak? Like the cow?
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what Marshall's
He's
not.
riding a yak?
Yeah.
Yes!
Yakety.
this
Well,
this has been
until
it for
now-
like the past like 3 sessions.
I think we just blew her mind.
I never knew you were riding a cow.
Dude.
That is the coolest thing in the world. All right.
Anyways, revelations aside, how are you guys doing this? Answer. Well, I'll just do a series of questions, with or without your mounts.
Yeah, I'll be.
Without?
I don't
Yeah.
have a mount.
Who's up front?
Jedemir.
Who's behind? Actually, wait, no. We have this fun thing.
I want to be in
The
front.
bridge is again is 2 squares wide.
That's what I was about to say. Then I'm beside Chetamir, calling it.
Assemble thyself. Top is front, down is
If I can
back.
get a hold of my character, damn. I hate my mouse pad.
That
There we
way
go.
I will bring up the rear.
Still my spot, Marshall.
You can't do that.
Steal all the glory from me.
More glory for me.
It's my turn to hold Chedamir's hand.
I know I resents that.
She will
Oh, come on.
But you leave some for me.
Okay, so Seema and Chetamir up front. Pico, Marshall, second row. Aldrich, Dynaway, third row. Anella's invisible, so you guys have no fucking clue where she is.
She's
And-
something, who knows?
And then Tala in the back, we'll say.
Wait, can she fly?
This sounds like that's a question you should ask her, shouldn't you?
Adding to my list. I literally have a page in my book.
You
If
think
Tala,
you're just like, I should ask that.
if Tala wants to, she can go ahead of us. So she's not last. Unless she wants to be.
She tries to be behind Marshall.
Yeah.
Proper
Then
squad.
I'll- yeah.
So you and Dana will take a back row, 4th row.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's a few hundred feet of clear wooden walkway leading up to this.
I'll keep my eyes on the water around us.
Ah, okay.
I also.
I keep my
also
ears
must
peeled.
Everyone, okay, let's just do it like this. Don't push enter on it yet. But type in the Roll20 chat what you're looking for. Don't push enter.
Oh, fuck. I don't know what I'm looking for yet.
Well, then you don't know shit, then. Give like a direction, any particular thing you're looking for, stuff like that. But don't push enter yet. Tell me when you finish, vocally.
I am finished.
Good.
Marshall's done. Chedamir's done. Do not push enter.
I'm done.
I'm not
You're
for a
done.
second.
Okay, Pico's done.
Wait for me.
No.
Hurry up.
Never.
Take your time.
Okay.
You're done. Alright, everyone push enter. Everyone make rolls. Perception.
Single blade.
I don't think mine like you
I
do
get
roll.
advantage.
Which weapon to use?
Oh, man.
Oh, which weapon?
I guide myself.
you look upon your weapons to see.
Love your guidance.
So let's see. Signs of ritual shit upon the few hundred feet that you can see, as well as the external walls of the molded and wood and damp rotted external walls of the above surface buildings. You don't see any.
Okay.
Let's see. Marshall, what weapon you use is up to you.
Well, I've rolled.
You've seen big hulking things so far, but you've also gotten accounts of having to fight your own shadow, so maybe a bunch of things. You don't know.
Yeah, I rolled a 10 and 11, and that's my 2 axes.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, well, Chedimir, watching for movement in the town itself. You do not see any. It is still as the water's surface. And speaking of the water, Aldrich, you look into the murky waters trying to see if anything's going to pop up, trying to look for threats and the like. You do not see anything. Again, the water is still, no ripples of any significant capacity, stuff like that. And then irregular sudden sounds, other than the... Actually, no, it's quite silent here, because the insects would be gone too from this cursed land. So yeah, 'tis all quiet. The only sounds you hear are the footsteps of you and your compatriots. And Noah isn't gonna drown people. Say that for the dryad you met. Come on.
Drown. I just said pull them under the water.
Best mosquito repellent ever. Yeah, let me just do some dark rituals. Easy mosquito repellent. That would explain the voodoo in the south. Anyways. So, you guys keep an eye out. Different directions, different things, different focuses. Foci. Foci. Whatever. It's not foci. I'm kidding. You guys clear down the few hundred feet of wooden walkway. It's not like any wood board splinter crack under your step and you know, drop into the water or anything. You're fine. You guys do eventually close in 100 feet, 90, 80, 70, 50, so on and so forth, towards the cluster of wooden buildings. There is more than one wooden walkway that leads to the center of the town. This is not the only one. There are 3. And at the point in which the 3 converge, that is where the tall Margin United Temple stands. Using that as a point of reference, you guys came in from the west side. So across the way from this triangle triptych thing, that's not what triptych is again, all buildings are sunken, so I'm not going to repeat that detail except for right now. A more decorated building. Not decorated that has like banners or anything flowing off it, but just in its wooden craftsmanship, it looks more decorated. Away from that appears to be a... Well, you guys are adventurers. You guys are well familiar with what these are. It appears to be the top area of a tavern or an inn of some sort. It's upper top floor, the only thing left. That's not submerged, at least. So we have the temple in the center. To the west, towards the way you guys are coming in, is the decorated building. Towards the southeast of the temple is where this inn is. And then there's one last serviceable building. There are plenty of other things sticking out from the water, but nowhere near the capacity of holding a room, much less a room for people. So there's one last building. And it's... how to say... how to describe this? It's incredibly thin and narrow. It looks as if like you know, like how the Empire State Building and like has that large spire, like lightning spire on the top. Mm-hmm. It's like that, and you see something similar to this solid wooden spire poking out, but built around it is this double story wooden double story. So of all the buildings, that one looks like it's actually been constructed recently. It's a narrow thing, a tightly constructed thing that is sort of, that you can tell is playing off of a already narrow flooring and foundation. but it does have 2 stories. It's not the tallest building around, but it does have 2 stories from the looks of it.
Well, to the temple.
Discord.
I want to go to the temple.
If you wish. But it's up to the people in front, because they can walk.
I mean, that's
to you
kind
guys.
of where I would want to go.
It's up to you guys. This is your decision as a party.
That's my vote.
Focal points. It's like, if anything's gonna go down, it's gonna go down there, kind of thing.
We're gonna have to check everywhere anyway.
Sounds like a yes.
Off to you, because I'm in the back.
Hi. You're like an extra
Front
20
people?
feet back.
Front people will begin trudging down the walkway towards the trifocal point that meets at the end in the center of this town. Quote unquote center. Rough center. You come up to the... It's honestly sort of like a window balcony area,
God.
but its railings have been destroyed and sort of make it the front doors of this temple. It's very much like a classical, albeit made of wood, you know, cathedral-style church sort of deal. But most of it's sunk. Shame. But it looks to have been majorly crafted, well crafted, and tallly crafted. So still has a bunch of floors left, luckily. Anyways, you go up to the doors. This is me cracking my fingers because impulsive tick. You guys go up to the balcony doors, which you see were originally glass windows of some sort, but the glass is gone, shattered, and boarded over. Yeah, something like that. Something like that, Fred. Albeit it's like bottom and a half layer have been submerged. Anyways. You guys open up the boarded up. It's not boarded together. It's not like a shop owner closing up shop. But the places where there were glass, shattered glass, broken, cast away, have been covered up with wood, nailed up. Rickety but functional. You guys open it up. Party behind you. I should ask to the 2 people in front, is there anything you'd like to do before I continue?
Like I said before, I just have the toxin arrows on my sword, and I can't cast spells.
Yeah,
so
you're
no.
sure.
I tap on Chedamir's head with my bamboo stick and cast guidance.
How long does guidance last?
A minute.
Alright.
I'm guiding myself.
Oh, do
Okay.
we need a light? How dark does it look in there?
It's the middle of the day right now. I'd say you guys have gotten here, if you guys left at early time, 6, so you guys got here around 4 for a day's travel.
The windows are all boarded up, so...
Well, they're not fully sealed,
Okay.
boarded up. It's rickety and ramshackle. It's dim in here, but not to the point I would consider it as a GM dim light. I'll put it like that.
It's reasonable.
You open it up, and you're greeted by what originally seemed similar to the captain's office back in Tirmer. It's a rectangular long room. Obviously, it doesn't have the multitude of desk and cubicle-ish areas of the captain's office in Tirmer. But it does have a series of tables dropped here, there, sort of just dying in place, and a long central long table at the heart of it. And upon that long table sits a figure. They are prostrate upon their knees, bent over in like a fetal position. And you can see from where you are at the door, all of you, that this person has a secondary job as a fucking pincushion because they are equipped into a porcupine filled with arrows. And from where their hands are sort of clutched together in prayer or something, shoots out a familiar spike, upon which there is a black wisp still.
It reminds me of my cousin. He was a hedgehog.
I'll lower my voice a bit, and I'll just ask this to Seema and Shadamir. So do you want to get rid of that right away?
I will say there's more to the room, but that's the first thing you guys see. So I'll let you guys discuss that.
Let's see if there's anyone left here first.
Kind of nice to have the door behind you closed, but if you know what I mean.
Seema, roll me your medicine.
Medicine, coming right up.
And while Seema's rolling medicine, there's more to the room than I gave you the general layout of the room.
Oh, I'm still guiding myself.
If you wish to use it.
Woohoo!
Very well. You are a distance from this creature, person, whatever. Anyways, the room itself doesn't have a terribly high ceiling, not like the captain's office in Tiamat, but it's higher than most ceilings. But you do see its windows are sort of etched onto the upper segments room, make it a bit high up, and you sort of question how people open windows in this place. But regardless, below that, a number of scrawlings written in blood. All of you type in Roll20 what languages.
Time to get out the list.
Of course.
I speak a lot, oddly enough.
I forgot I spoke Elven.
Same.
Because I've used the Dwarven.
Hey, you know what's something you could do? You could click that.
Yeah. All of mine is... No, see, that's just I don't have all of them together.
Yeah, all one. Understandable. In every tongue any of you can comprehend is the same phrase. Madman scrawling upon the walls. Fell gods be rising. They overlap each other, they cross over each other. At an initial glance, it would appear that the wall is just really shittily painted red. But you guys know better. And you read it better.
Definitely.
No bodies in here other than the one in the center of the room.
That's a lot of blood for one little person.
Which leads me to my next point. Seema, a 20 in medicine. The person in the center room seems incredibly thin. To be bluntly and openly clear for imagery's sake about how thin this person is, I am talking about a Jew in Auschwitz thin.
Ooh.
And you see from the distance you're at, with a 20 in medicine, that there is an artificial thinning of them. It looks like they've been cut open, and every bit inside them has been cleaned through and pulled out.
So, is some of the blood not necessarily blood, but just
No, it's all
innards?
blood. It's
Okay.
all blood.
Okay.
I don't say that the blood ink used to write upon these walls came from this one person. Keep in mind, this is an outpost where we're guards. And...
So, do we walk in?
The three of you from the original group, roll me your intelligence. This isn't that hard a leap of logic, but at the same time, I'm not sure 100% necessarily your character will make it.
6.
Chadamere, the nuances of mockery are lost upon you.
Checks out.
Seema, roll as well.
Oh, straight intelligence?
Mm-hmm.
Seema's not that smart.
You're a bit more concerned about the heretical writings upon the wall.
So established.
But to Aldrich, a cruel mind, and one that has purposely used taunting in the past, no doubt. You guys have all had a story told in all the other outposts. One of hearts of gold. One of the nature of the Shadow Man himself, and one of the fallen knight. This one is a very recent story. In fact, it's so recent, you guys were a part of it.
The what?
Weeper's wake, starved archers, hordes of Nevros shot down from a distance.
Oh.
Before you in the center is a starved individual made pincushion with arrows.
Oh, sorry. I'm not supposed to laugh, but I point this out to the group.
In technicality, that's not how the story ends. You guys know better. There's no starved people anymore, although there are plenty of people ran through with arrows, but that's a different thing. So, adventurers, what do you do?
Can we walk in?
If you wish, if the front two people don't block.
Seema, who did you piss off?
You know, I think about it. I consider that more and more every day.
I mean,
Can
I've
I
stepped
leave?
on some.
Marshall, tell us it's you, Marshall.
I mean, I've stepped on some toes, but this is some next level shit.
You know, it's bad that I'm already desensitized about this whole thing.
I have so many questions, but I think the most important one right now is, was your cousin really a hedgehog?
Of course!
Marshall. I'm leaving.
My cousin, Connus, he was a hedgehog, and he died actually.
Connor
I guess he was killed by hunters, and they grilled him on a steak. So, you know, the resemblance immediately struck me. I was like, oh my god, are they, like, you know, making fun of me? But then he said that thing, so I was like, alright, I'm in the clear.
Well, that was an unexpected sentence.
Well, I hope he killed some of them before they got him.
Well, no. I mean, you know, no. It was his fault, really. He came too close. He was always a dumbass.
That seems like a wise idea in this situation as well.
Jamir's gonna look around while this conversation's going on, she's just gonna kind of wander off and look around the place. See if there's signs of anything else.
Give me a second.
Do your thing.
Seema, I've been accused of being a paranoid man, but it's not paranoia when there are people who are out to get you.
Julius Caesar's advice.
If you're right.
What worries me is, did whoever, I think we can safely assume the Shadow Man, did he construct this scene for our eyes? In which case I want to know how he knew we would come, and not someone else. How... Or is it happenstance?
I think Well, no, see, never mind. I was about to. Taryn was about to say what she thought, and I just realized that Simo wouldn't think what I was just about to think. You know, but I think, Aldrich, that there are some things in this world that are just evil, and that evil is not a performance; it is an inevitability.
That's very interesting.
Resist anything but temptation kind of deal.
Yeah, I think that he did this because he wanted to do this. I think that's all there is to it.
Fair enough. I still wonder what the connection to Weeper's Wake is. The latest turning point in the conflict, perhaps. Perhaps I am being paranoid.
Everyone but Shinamir making an insight check.
Make it what check?
Insight.
Inside.
Fail.
Nope.
That's a bad
In
sign.
technicality, I think you all fail. So that's you know what, Shinamir, roll me charisma.
Boy.
Let's see, everyone.
You have a minus in this house, so maybe some of these people can succeed. I don't know.
Wait,
I believe in
you
Fred.
do have guidance. You do have guidance.
Most of you got it.
Yeah, I'll use my inspiration.
I have guidance. Hold on. I want to see if I can. Okay, 10.
Oh boy,
Never
Chedamir,
mind.
what are you hiding? What are you hiding from Marshall?
What are you hiding from your old friend, Marshall?
Crash, I'll use my inspiration.
Very well.
Alright, where's the thing? Insight. There we go. Never mind.
Hey, you pass. The DC's 10, apparently. So.
You beat it by 1.
You all notice that Chedamir is normally a hesitant person, guarded, one might say. But there is conviction in her movement and actions. A conviction that is now lacking.
Chedamir, what happened to your spine?
Hey, Winter Night Vincent. Good to see you.
Well, that's an exceptionally rude way to talk to someone.
Are you hurt? Would you like a blueberry?
Fine.
You look as if your knees are about to start shaking. What is the matter?
I'm not afraid.
You have a fever?
Okay, look. Before you two showed up, there was a
Other two.
situation. She would point at them. A situation where I might have been grabbed by an agent of the Shadow Man guy, and they asked at one point, have I interacted with other parts of their group, and I mentioned the fight we had with Revenants after the Weeper's Wake incident. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, so you sold your team out?
Say what?
You sold your team out?
No.
Oh, he is precious.
I was mostly trying to stall for time. I didn't think they would. They're trying to get to us through whatever actions they want.
I think it might behoove us to leave that part out of our report when we get back.
Oh, yeah, no.
When were you captured by Shadow Man?
Not Shannon, part of their group. A few days ago. Jeez.
Chedamir, those people are dead far longer than that.
Separate incident. But that's beside the point. Chedamir, You shouldn't feel too guilty about it. Everybody breaks under torture. The idea that you can't resist is just dumb. That's not how the body works. That's not how the mind works. Perhaps
Maybe
if
yours.
you're martial, it's different, but us mortals,
What if I broke every single one of your weapons, Marshall?
Then that would make more.
what if they put a curse on your hand so that you would never be able to touch another weapon?
Then I will fight with my legs.
Point taken.
I mean, you can't say he's not creative.
It's merely a flesh wound.
What
don't
if we put
understand.
him in the? What if we put him in the body of a cripple?
I think.
Then I would break out of the body because I am much stronger than a cripple.
Ah, brilliant.
That is very true, Aldrich. You didn't think that one through.
You are a gem, Marshall.
I still don't understand. If these people are coming after us, then why are they not here?
He's not a gem, he's a tiger.
Break someone's psyche before you go out in a fight. It'll probably be easier. They might be trying to just wear us down.
Maybe not everything is about you. Maybe those two incidents are, separate.
I don't really believe in coincidence that much.
It's not a coincidence. It's crazy people.
That happened to be making a story that heavily involves us. That's literally the definition of coincidence.
Why us?
I'm just gonna stop this conversation.
I mean,
Insanity
I
aside,
have
do we
some-
want to? Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, Pika, to answer your question of why us, I do have some personal ties to this.
Ties in what way?
Was Pico there for...
No.
No.
Okay. This Shadow Man, he's been a big part of my life for a long time. Whether
So is he
he
your friend?
realized it or not.
Is he your friend?
No. He killed my mother.
Oh, I'm so sorry. How long ago was it?
I have to do math.
Okay, got it. That long ago. Wow.
About
My mother was taken from me. I'm looking for her right now.
Well, I hope you find her.
I do too. But I understand. I want to hurt the man who took her away as well.
There are few things as satisfying and natural as vengeance. Enjoy it.
You might not like what you find.
A grave for yourself and one for your enemy.
Maybe. But even if you succeed, once the hound hunts the fox, it'll only seek to hunt more foxes once it's caught it.
I don't have many more foxes in this world.
You will find some.
Please don't hunt foxes. They're like my cousin's second grade.
It's a phrase.
But we have other buildings to check, yes?
Mhm.
Do we close that one now, or...
Like I said, I'd rather close the door behind us.
Yeah. Who knows? They might appear again and decide to fucking attack us or some shit. They probably won't.
Seema, if you would be so kind.
if we're just do it.
Awesome.
Roll of faith, thy religion.
You can guidance yourself.
I shall guidance myself.
Guidance has been like the big winner this session.
Yeah, it's been rolling good, boss.
Like
I see
everyone
that
just
one over in the 1d4 there. I don't think you're in any position to say that.
There we go.
16. Okay. You cast a spell magic, so mark down a spell slot,
Yep.
as you've been doing, and you close it. Again, who knows the long-term effects. But while you're closing it, why don't you roll me a wisdom saving throw? Yes.
Yeah, those are your bread and butter. Like,
The chance of failure is there.
I mean, average. It's a little distracting.
all right.
This is why I can't trust chance and statistics. Because they just change to fuck me. As you close the wisp, you've come to realize that this place feels tainted, corrupted. Shut the fuck up. Whoever snickered, I will smite the shit out of you right fucking now.
To see if you would notice, bravo.
Smite you. This place is corrupted, as all the other outposts have been, and you just sort of walked in and expected that feeling. And it's still there, but what you didn't... It sort of just subtly slipped in there. There's another layer to this. Something was watching you. Listening to you. And as you close that portal, that presence goes away.
I don't think we were alone here.
Oh, lovely. It isn't paranoia if they're actually out to get you.
No, it's not.
So, what do you all do?
Get drunk in a tavern.
You imply that the job is done.
And that there's booze in that tavern. Do we search around for bodies?
We should.
Probably.
It was part of the job description, after all.
I
Alright.
suppose.
Let's go check the tavern first. If there are people getting drunk, then they might still be there.
You guys aren't even in the room. You guys do realize this, right?
What room?
The room you're seeing all this shit in.
Oh, well, yeah, I go in
You guys
the
have
room.
been on the doorstep this whole time.
What, Seema just did that from a distance?
Yes.
From the third row. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, because what's the spell magic highs?
I mean, if they go in,
I have a range of 120 feet with spell magic, so I could be like,
Yeah.
I'll shut up then, jeez.
You guys haven't touched this room at all yet. You guys are still at the doorstep. Because you guys never told me we're stepping in. You guys just had to talk on the doorstep.
Okay, so Chedamir puts a single foot in. Does it cause an explosion or something?
Because it's Chadmar Septon, yes, you die a painful death because I told you I'd smite you. No.
I deserve it.
But no, nothing happens.
I pushed you in further.
Shit, stop that. Okay, so exploring the room. Is there like any remnants of anyone besides the, obvious one?
Roll me your survival.
Oh, sure.
Can I assist? Never mind.
Like, 15 solid.
Remnants of other people in terms of literal remains, no. Foot traffic, it's like it was in other outposts. Traffic from a while ago, but nothing recent. Who else steps in the room? Or is it just Shedemir?
I do.
No,
As
I
I
do.
spiked
and I go in
Shedemir.
right behind her.
I follow her
Are
right
you guys
behind.
daisy chaining it?
Yeah, I'll be
I
the
mean-
last one in.
I am holding her shirt.
Tyler's behind you, Marshall.
Yeah, relatively.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm coming in too.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing while Shedemir crouches down and looks over the mud, dust, dirt, steps, and things like that?
I'll inspect the walls.
I'm listening. I'm
The
always...
scrawlings on the walls or the walls themselves?
Both. I will see if there's any sort of things bashed into the walls, any sort of like little arrowheads or that sort of thing, and then also have a look at the scrawlings.
Okay. Roll me investigation.
Yeah, while he's doing that, do I see any shadows?
You're not seeing any shadows right now. No. I mean, okay, my bad. You see your own shadow, and everyone else's shadows.
I stare at my own shadow.
You stare at your shadow. It mimics the motion, I guess. I don't know. Also, okay, 19 investigation. I will be right back really freaking quick, because I don't know what's happening, but my room's getting cooked.
I feel it.
And the AC's on. So I'm going to find out if something fucking turned off, so I'll be right back.